Hey, thanks for checking out our show. If you like what you hear, we have tons of additional content at patreon.com/themedialunchbreak.
Oh, wow. There's letting any old buddy get on a podcast nowadays.
Yeah. You talking about yourself there, big guy?
Whoa. How'd you see me looking into that mirror? Wow. You really got me. That was painful. I'm offended, and I have not forgiven you. And won't?
You know what? If it helps, I haven't forgiven myself.
I forgive you.
Oh, stop it. I forgive me too.
Okay, I take it back. This is a cycle.
I know.
We're going to go through.
Yeah, forever.
Yeah, forever and ever.
We're just grappling in this battle forever.
Pushing that boulder straight up that hill over and over again. Keep running up that hill.
I was just going to say keep running up that hill. I was like, if you make a Kate Bush reference right now, I swear to God.
If I only could, I'd make a deal with God to get him to grab our faces. What's that line?
That's it. That's what it is. To get him to grab our faces.
You know the song.
To kiss, I think, right?
Yeah.
That's what he's going to do.
That's who wrote that song, Kiss. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gene Simmons.
Yeah. I met that guy one time.
Is that true?
Yes, that is true. Gene Simmons, interesting note about Gene Simmons. Gene Simmons looks like a melted wax figure of Gene Simmons.
Okay.
Yeah.
I imagine most people would expect me to ask, what did you think of him? But I'm going to flip it. I'm going to ask you, what did he think of you?
He grabbed my face.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And he said, if I only could, I'd make a deal with God.
Yeah. And then he gave me a smooch.
And then he ran up a hill.
He did.
And immediately had a heart attack and died. He died that
He's
day.
Dead now.
Yeah.
He's dead now, except when he really dies. And then we'll have to talk about it.
How long ago was this?
This was 8-9 years ago at this point.
Can't believe we lost him that long ago.
I know. It's been so long.
There's not a day that goes by that I don't think about.
About that time he grabbed my face and gave me a smooch.
That's right. Yeah.
And then ran up that hill. I died.
And then he just said, you know what that was? That was a kiss from Kiss.
Oh, he's definitely said that to someone, right?
Oh, probably. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Mostly underage girls. Probably would be my guess. See in the Epstein files? Do you want me to check?
Yeah, why not? Let's check.
Yeah.
He feels like the type that would be in the Epstein files.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm going to be real surprised if he's not. Search. Gene Simmons. Go. No results found.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Oh, you are one lucky bastard, Gene Simmons, even though you're dead. You're lucky you're dead. All right. Otherwise, you'd be in the Epstein files.
I feel like there's a lot of dead people in the Epstein files. You know who number one? Jeffrey Epstein. Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome to the Media Lunch Break, bringing you all of your comic, geek, and movie news on the time it takes to eat a good sandwich and get yourself in the Epstein files again. My name is Chris Triebel. Alongside me, as always, is my co-host, Andrew Dunn. Say hello, Andrew.
This is saying the word Epstein does not appear in the Epstein files.
It's a real loop.
Hang on.
It's real.
Let me see if it's cap sensitive. Why is this? That cannot be true. Hang on.
Okay.
Is it just down? Is it just not working? Maybe it's down because I just searched Trump and it said 0.
Oh, something's not working.
Yeah, something's wrong.
Yeah.
Due to technical limitations, services, handwritten text. Yeah, I don't know. We'll check it by the end. He's in there.
Who, Epstein?
Oh, Gene Simmons.
Oh, okay. All right.
He's in it.
Andrew's going to do his due diligence. He's going to use the search engine function. And if that doesn't work, by God, he's going to search it himself. He's going to read every single page.
I already have.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How is it as a read? Like, how's it match up? What?
Kiss bassist Gene Simmons is listed among several high-profile rock stars in the Epstein-related documents released by the Department of Justice. So I can't read them for some reason.
Okay.
But according to Google, he's in there. Which, again, we suspected.
Yeah. Yep.
It's not a huge shock.
Yeah, we're the ones who kind of pointed them in that direction.
Yeah.
As I recall.
Yeah.
I said, I know this guy, and he gave me a smooch, and
that's how they got the name.
You might want to check him out.
That's how the band got its name.
Smooch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
From you.
Yeah, from me.
From when they gave you a smooch.
They gave me a little smooch. Little smooch. Little Smoochy.
That was my nickname in high school.
Little Smoochy?
Little Smooch. It sounds like a character from an 80s cartoon.
It sounds like a character from a 30s serial.
Like there's like Snarf or whatever from Thundercats.
It's the Adventures of Little Smooch.
Yeah. Well, but that's what I mean. Do you know, listen to this shit.
Okay. Hit me.
Do you know the name of Rainbow Bright's little 80s Snarf?
I don't know why. I wanted to be like, is it N-word? I don't know. What?
Of course your mind went there.
What is it?
You ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready for it.
Twink.
No, it's not. Wow.
She has this like little furry friend who has rainbow leggings and 2 antennas that have stars on the end.
Sure.
And a little fanny pack belt.
Full of cocaine.
God willing. And his name is Twink.
And he roller skates around Studio 54.
Yeah, I mean, probably.
And he's got powder around his nose, and he gives everybody a little smooch.
And he's 86 years old.
And he goes, and he blows cocaine right in your face.
Yeah, he sure does. We've all been there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
What the fuck?
Do you think he's in the Epstein files?
Oh, please search the word twink.
I don't think I can right now because it's been coming up with nothing.
Oh, man.
I'll look again at the end. We'll search Gene Simmons.
Yeah.
We'll search Twink.
Is this going to be a running thing every week now as we just search people in the Epstein files every time we have a...
I mean, there's enough documents that we can do it for every single week.
Every Tuesday news day, we should end by searching whoever the subject is in the Epstein files.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Just to give us a reference of like if we like this person or not.
Oh, I thought I liked him. It's like, oh man, Mr. Rogers.
Oh man. All right. Andrew. What are we talking about today? What are we doing today? What is this? What's happening?
I had an epiphany earlier today as well that I know you're trying to get us back on track, but I'm not going to let it. Yeah, I'm not going to let it happen yet. But I had an epiphany earlier today where I was like, maybe a podcast is just 2 dads talking about how tired they are once a week until they die.
That's it. They call that content now.
Yeah, they sure do.
They used to call it, I don't know, something else, but
psychosis.
Yes, there it is.
Chris.
Yes.
After watching 28 years later, The Bone Temple, I've realized that zombies aren't so different from someone like me. They have thoughts. They have feelings. They're jacked, tall, hung like a helicarrier, and addicted to morphine. But The Bone Temple isn't just a zombie movie. It was also the name of my van in college. God, I miss that van. It was covered in blacklight posters, but no black lights. Trust me. Trust me. You don't want to see that. But what did you think of 28 years later, The Bone Temple?
This is one intense movie.
Yeah.
I personally, of course it's me personally. What the fuck am I? Whatever.
On behalf of someone else.
On behalf of on behalf of my client.
Yeah.
Mr. Twink.
Yeah. Senior Twink. Twink Senior.
Senior Twink.
Senior Twink.
Oh, he's Ecuadorian now. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I really, I don't want to say the word enjoyed this because I feel like that says something about myself.
Sure, it absolutely does.
But this was really good. I thought this was really, really good. I really like this trilogy so far. And we might talk about this later, but like this didn't do the numbers that they wanted it to do, which worries me that we might not get the last one. And I really hope they finish it for reasons that we can talk about in spoilers, and some of them not in spoilers. But I really, really had a good time with this. What did you think of this?
God damn it. I was adjusting. You waited until I was adjusting my mic to ask me.
Yes, I did.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
Like I kept thinking throughout this, like I was literally on the edge of my chair throughout the entire movie. And as soon as there's a release of tension, there's something else to be tense about. Mm-hmm. And by the end of it, I was comparing the quality of it to Sinners. And I kept thinking, because I know last year, Sinners was my number 1 favorite movie of last year.
Right.
And I think It's going to be hard to beat this one for this year. This is an astonishing film. Mm-hmm. And I think if Sinners is a 10 out of 10, this is a 9.5. Right. It's like right up there. Right. I don't really have negative criticism other than it's just not like, again, this is a 9.5 out of 10. So the only thing I could say is like maybe a little more, maybe a little weirder, maybe a little bigger, I guess.
Right.
But even then, I'm hesitant to give it that note because it's already really, really good.
Yes.
I get why they needed the promise of both films. I think the last film is good, but this is fantastic.
Yeah.
And this can't exist without the one before it.
Right.
So I understand why they're like, no, we're doing both of these.
Yeah.
Because this is incredible. This is everyone in this is at their best. It's an incredible story that it has really dynamic relationships that are separate and then together, and they intertwine at specific points that all make sense, but also are like incredibly complex, intricate, and dynamic and tense.
Yeah.
You know, we talk a lot about, from a storytelling perspective, obstacles and goals, right? Mm-hmm. You need a simple goal that is believable, but also interesting and unique. And you need an obstacle that is also simple, but also interesting and unique. And this does that for every character in the film.
Yeah.
It's so fascinating to watch.
Yeah. One of the things that I love about this and the previous one as well, it is unabashedly itself. Like, it does not feel the need, even though we're dealing with zombies and it's a sequel to a horror franchise and things like that, it does not feel the need to fall into tropes.
Yeah.
It does not feel the need to fall into formula. It is what it is, and it is proud of that. It is unabashed about that. Like it, you know, like you said, there are times when it is sensitive. There are times when it is moving.
Yeah.
You know, there are times, and yes, there are times when it is suspenseful and it is scary.
Yeah.
There are times when it is graphic and it is unsettling, but it makes those swings deftly. And like I said, it is what it is, and it doesn't apologize for it.
In that way, it reminds me a lot of, we talk about the first Ghostbusters movie a lot in the same way,
right?
Where it's not a science fiction film. It's not a comedy. It's not a buddy movie. But it's also all of those things.
It is
right. Ghostbusters.
And this a thing.
Also kind of like, it's a zombie movie, but it's not. Like, I'd be hard pressed to call it a horror film.
Right.
It's not really a thriller.
Yeah.
It's a dramatic character piece that happens to take place in a post-apocalyptic zombie-filled dystopia.
And this was the one they said was supposed to be like, quote unquote, the scary one. And it's not real. And this is not a knock against it. I don't think that's necessarily the case. I think
the last one is scarier, pretty objectively.
Yeah, I think this is... I think it's getting that for one scene in particular. And if you've seen the movie, you know the scene I'm talking about.
I actually don't, but we can talk about it in spoilers.
We can talk about it in
because
spoilers.
There's a lot of like body horror, like gruesome.
Right. I think that's why it's getting that reputation.
Yeah. But as far as like, it's not,
that's
there's
what
not
I mean.
a whole lot of that.
But that's what I mean. There's one scene in particular that is gruesome.
Yeah.
And really tense. Yeah. And you're like,
it's hard to watch. Yeah.
It's very hard to watch. And I think that's where this movie is getting the reputation of the three, that it's the, quote unquote, the scary one, but it's not. Yeah. There's a lot of space in this that is like really, some of this is really beautiful.
I agree. I think it's really well directed. The cinematography is incredible. Again, like I said, it is simple and unique, which is very, very hard to do in the year of our Lord 2026.
Yes.
Everything has been done already. So like, I often find something like the Cowboy Bebop live action is something I go back to, which is the opposite, right? It's not simple at all, but it's incredibly unique and stylized and fascinating to watch. It's not good, but like the reason it's not very good is because it's not simple. Like the goals of the characters are not tangible. I don't understand them. I can't relate to those characters. I can relate to every single person in this, even the fucking crazy people. Right.
Speaking of crazy people, let's talk about cast for a second.
For sure, yeah. The very first name in the credits, which I believe is pretty well earned, is Jack O'Connell. Speaking of Sinners.
Yes.
He was also in Sinners. He's having a great year.
He's having a
great couple of
really good
years.
year. Really good year. Yeah.
Yeah, he does a great job. Oddly funny in many ways.
Yes.
But also incredibly horrifying. Not a guy you'd want to spend more than a few seconds within 6 feet of. Bad Scottish accent?
Yeah, but I'll go with it because this guy is a psychopath.
Yeah.
So I like the idea that he
was also only like 6 or whatever. So maybe as he's aged around people who are not from Scotland,
right.
It's starting to go away. I would love to hear if there's any. I know this is like a 0% chance, but any Scottish listeners out there, if you can, maybe you can probably look up scenes from the movie. Let us know how he did if you're out there. I do know that he says Doesney and Coudney, which are Glasgow. I don't know how it's pronounced, but that specific town in Scotland, they say Coudney instead of couldn't. And he says that. So
okay.
He's clearly working with like a vocal coach of some kind.
Yeah, he's doing his research and everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't bump on it at all. Then again, like when I hear Scottish accent, I'm like, that's Scottish, but I don't.
Yeah. There were little things like instead of saying, and I'm going to probably butcher this as well because I'm not warmed up, but like instead of saying world, like the little tiny roll, he would say like world.
Yeah.
Which is like, it's just, he's not rolling his R's and maybe he can't and like, whatever, fine.
Yeah.
And I agree with you. I didn't bump on it. I watched it twice and I really only caught it the second time. And I was like, is this bad? But other than that, he's fine. Like I said, it doesn't hinder the character at all. Also, he's a fucking psychopath. He's probably not even Scottish at all.
I was just going to say the same thing. He probably is. Yeah, he probably sounds like he's from fucking Hicksville, Nebraska. I was
going to be like, he's probably from Kentucky.
Yeah. So who knows what the hell is going on? Like the guy's a fucking psychopath.
Yeah.
Man, Jack O'Connell can do a lot with a little. And not that there's a little in this, but like you give him the simplest scene with the simplest dialogue and man, can he make a lot happen in the space between.
There kind of is only a little bit in this for him. Yeah. He's like just like a crazy guy who thinks his dad is the devil.
Yes.
Like that's kind of all they give him.
Yes.
And he's doing his own thing.
But goddamn, there's a scene between him and Ralph Fiennes.
Yeah. It's
which
incredible.
I will try not to spoil, but it is incredible the way, and they're just so.
It's like 3 minutes long.
It's so simple.
It is.
And his delivery of the lines are so simple and straightforward.
Yeah.
That
it's really incredible.
Like you feel the tension.
Yeah.
And equally so, Ralph Fiennes, like to go to the other side of the coin, Ralph Fiennes is like amazing in this.
He's being a doctor in that scene as well, where he's just like sort of trying to just have a conversation.
Yeah. You get the feeling of like, yeah, I've seen this before. Okay.
Yeah.
I know where this is, what's going on here.
Yeah. I wrote here next to Ralph Fiennes, I wrote, he's an incredible get.
Yeah.
Like just, and that was, I think one of my problems with the last movie was that I don't think he was in it enough.
Right.
And which great. Now we get him in this. So like, right. I'm looking back on, I think that was something we had talked about a lot as well, is it's like, well, it kind of depends on what the next movie does, how much I'm going to like this movie. Because now that Ralph Fiennes is like arguably the lead of this film. Okay, fine. You know, he was only in like 30 minutes of the last one. Great. Like we got him now and it makes sense. I would probably be sick of him if he was the lead in the last one and the lead in this one, you know?
Also good on him for like, this is an actor who like does not phone it in no matter what the material. Like this guy was fucking Voldemort. Like he could.
Yeah, he sure was.
He could fucking do whatever.
Yeah. Well, he's one of those actors I always talk about, which is like the fascination. I have a huge fascination with actors who made their money. And now what?
And still do.
And now what are they doing, right? Because you look at somebody, speaking of that same franchise, somebody like Daniel Radcliffe, who did Guns Akimbo.
Right.
After, you know, where he's like, his hands are glued to semi-automatic handguns.
Right.
And he's got to run around and people are trying to kill him and he cannot put his guns down.
Right.
And stuff. And he was also in that weird movie with Paul Dano. Where
yeah. I forget what it's called.
It had a weird name.
Yep.
And it was a weird movie.
Yes.
But like, yeah, I'm always fascinated by these people. Elijah Wood is another good one. These actors who now they can kind of just do whatever they want. And so it's not for the check. So what? And so now I'm like, what is this? Right.
Yeah.
And he's a perfect example of that. And here he is. And it's funny that you say he's not phoning it in because in a way he kind of is. And that's part of the brilliance of it is he's just letting words fall out of him.
Right. But I think he knows, like you said, he's a doctor.
Right.
And therefore, like, if you ever talk to a doctor, especially when they're in the office, it's very like, you know, that the words do just kind of fall out. Like they can't show emotion.
That's
really
what I was going to add as well. Because if they look at your chart and go, holy shit, stage 4 cancer, fuck, dude.
Yeah.
You know, like you're going to like shit your pants.
Yeah, they have to be clinical, and he's very clinical in this.
He is.
But in a way of a man who has also been alone for a very long time.
You're saying he's horny.
Yeah, he's horny.
He's real horny.
Fuck in this. Yeah.
He's Rafe very fine.
Yeah. But like, you know, he is this guy who, like, you do feel from him how he remembers the old world.
Yeah.
And longs for it in a way, in like the records that he has and things like that. And you even feel like he is trapped. This is a character that is trapped in a very specific point in time.
Yeah.
And it's not even necessarily the moment that the world ended.
Yeah.
Because he's listening to like Duran Duran and Flock of Seagulls and things like that. And I was like, oh, right. Because that's what. And then I was like, no, that's not even close to when the world ended.
No, it's probably music he listened to when he was young.
Yes, it's his music, but like it's his heyday. And you can feel like he remembers now, like he's forgotten all the stuff of the end of the world time.
Yeah.
Of 2000, whatever it was.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's like, you know when the best time was? Like 1986.
Yeah.
Like that was the best. Like that was awesome. I was on top of the world. I was young. I was in love. And we had these, and we had the music and everything. Yeah, it doesn't get any better than that. So I'm going to live in that time. I'm going to choose that was when the world really ended.
Yeah, yeah.
And everything else was whatever, right? And you feel that from him, just this in these simple moments of like, you know, when he's with the zombie, when he's with.
All right, be careful because we're getting into spoiler territory.
I'm not gonna spoil it, but like. What the fuck is the zombie's name? Samson. Thank you. I was like, it's an S and I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
I wanted to say Seamus. I don't know why. But when he's with Samson and he has these scenes talking to Samson, and those are less clinical.
Yeah.
Because those are just more, they're almost inner monologues coming out.
Yeah.
And there's something beautiful about the way he talks with Samson.
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit more about some other cast members. Alfie Williams does a great job. Spike is the kid.
Oh, my gosh, yeah.
It's funny. As soon as his face popped up, I was like, where have I seen this kid before? And I was trying to place him. And then I realized it's from the last movie.
Yeah, it's the last one.
And I'm like, is the problem me? Because sometimes sequels come out and I'm like, I don't remember any of that. And I always blame it on like, you know, last time we saw an Avatar movie was fucking 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't remember any of these characters. And now I'm like, oh no, maybe I'm the problem.
Yeah. You're like, I saw this one 6 months ago. Like this is.
Chai Lewis Perry plays Samson.
Okay.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. He does a great job. He's also in Running Man and Gladiator 2.
He's in Running Man?
He sure is. I don't remember his name, his character name, but yeah, it was like
interesting.
He had like some generic name. Like I think he was one of, you know, remember there's the scenes where like it's like, and then the police found and killed these guys who were running men. I think he's like one of them because his name is like the guy who's dumb or something.
Got it.
It's something like that.
Got it. Okay.
Erin Kellyman. She plays Jimmy Inc. She was in Solo, Falcon and the Winter Soldier and the Green Knight.
Yep.
She's like curly, bright red hair and freckles.
Oh, does she really?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's great in this. She's the Jimmy who's sort of hanging around.
With
him a lot with Spike.
Yeah, she's good.
I don't have anyone else I really want to shout out. They're all really good.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's anyone else you want to talk about, but they're great. It's a pretty small cast.
It's a very small cast. I mean, it really consists of like those 4 people and then like some other randos that are kind of throughout.
Yeah, the sort of plot point characters that come in and out.
Exactly. Yeah.
The budget, we got to talk about this now.
Okay.
Sadly, the budget on this is reportedly around 63 million, roughly about 120 when you count when you take marketing into consideration. Yeah. And it is not going to make its money back.
No, it's not.
This is a pretty big failure, unfortunately. It's sitting just under 60 million currently. It's not even going to break even on just the like OG budget,
Right.
probably,
Right.
which is a shame because it's really good. It also is not getting great reviews. I don't know if you've read any of the reviews.
I don't know why that would be. I don't understand why.
I've got one for you right here.
Okay.
Amy Nicholson of Los Angeles Times wrote, quote, gruesomely both low and highbrow. It's the movie equivalent of Jello wrestling an anthropology professor at Burning Man, which may have been the inspiration of one of its standout characters, Rafe Fiennes' spry and mesmerizing Dr. Ian Kelson. It is getting like 7 out of 10s, which is good,
but not great.
Right.
Yeah.
So like if this was a movie that nobody went to see, but everyone was raving about how good it is, I think about something like a Everything Everywhere All at Once,
right,
which I don't even know. That probably did make a lot of its money back. But, if that had not made a lot of money and then won a bunch of awards and everybody loved it, well, OK, that's one thing. You know what I mean? And that you can
hang your hat on that. Yeah.
Right. And the production studio can always point to that.
Yep.
When they want to take out more money or make another movie, the actors can go on. Like we saw this with Ke Kwan and stuff like that. Like if that movie had been like a 4 out of 10, he probably wouldn't have had a career after that.
No.
So, yeah, I don't know. I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't really get it. I understand, like some of the criticisms that you just read right there. Like I understand what she's talking about.
Yeah.
And also, I think those are positives.
I agree.
Know what I mean? Like,
I think it's a very interesting and commendable talent to walk that line that she's talking about.
I don't know where the lowbrow is coming from, though.
Probably gruesome stuff. But even if that's the case,
right,
I don't want a movie that's just highbrow.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that's Downton Abbey. I don't give a shit. I'm not watching that.
That's not in this world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's not what this is.
Well, and frankly, for any movie, I don't want to watch a highbrow movie. If I do, I'll put on Sense and Sensibility or some shit.
Right.
Pride and Prejudice.
Right.
Other adjectives and other adjectives.
Adjective and adjective.
Yeah. Sense and Sensibility. Pride and Prejudice.
War and Peace.
War and Peace. Yeah.
God damn it.
Also, the music in this is really good. You touched on it, but we've got everything from Duran Duran to Iron Maiden.
Yep.
It just like it's such an interesting
that Iron Maiden scene, man.
I know. We'll get to it.
Yeah.
And also the song where they go, everything in its right place, in its right place. Da, 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 da. I don't know what it's called.
But that's the song. Now we're going to get sued.
By me.
Yeah.
In 2025, Cillian Murphy said that the third film would only be produced if the second one was a success. However, 2 months later, it was reported that Sony was moving forward with a third installment prior to the theatrical release of the second, with Murphy in talks to reprise his role as Jim and Alex Garland writing. But who knows what the fuck is going to happen, because this was pretty bad.
Yeah.
I mean, the reception,
Yes. I feel like they already started the third one. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but I feel like they already started it.
All right. Those are all the notes I have. I think we both pretty highly recommend this before we get into spoilers. All right. Time to go into spoilers, everybody. So turn this shit off and go watch the movie. Go pay. I don't know if it's still in theaters, but go pay and watch this movie, please.
If it's not, go rent it somewhere.
Well, yeah, we talked a little while ago about, what'd you say, voting with your dollar?
Yeah,
right?
This is a good one to vote with your dollar.
Yeah, man, real good. All right, spoilers.
Yes.
And here we go. I've got a big spoiler, although maybe it's not a huge spoiler because it seems like this person that I'm about to talk about already said this is the case about a year ago.
Right.
But I'm going to say it anyway. So turn off if you care. Here we go.
3, 2, 1.
I'm glad Aaron Taylor Johnson isn't in this.
Right? I thought he was going to pop up.
I'm glad he's not in it. When you said right, I was like, because I remember when we talked about this last time, I was like, I hope he's not fucking in the next one. And you were like, oh, I really like him. I hope he's in the next one. So,
yeah, but then I got to the end of this and I was like, yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm fine without.
Yeah.
Fine without.
He seemed like a real bad guy. And I'm glad his son and his wife are gone.
Right. You're glad the wife is gone?
Yeah.
Wow.
She deserved better, and now she has it, because death is better than being with that man.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fair. When you put it like that, then okay.
Yeah, hell yeah. Oh, this is a funny thing that I almost bumped on the second time I watched it, and then I was like, that's crazy.
Okay.
So the Jimmies believe that the zombies are demons sent by their lord, the devil, but then they kill the zombies every chance they get. And then I wrote ... which doesn't really matter because they're a crazy cult, LOL.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's just fucking chaos. That's all it is.
Just crazy.
Yeah.
I wrote here, there's a great moment where you see that Jimmy Crystal actually believes in Satan and that he's not just full of shit. When he's like, oh, thank God, I thought I was going to meet my dad. Like, that whole scene could have been him being like, yeah, I don't really believe in this, but I need you to pretend for these assholes, you know?
Right. Well, there's also that moment where he looks at him and he's like, wait, so you're not him?
Yeah.
And Ray Fiennes is like, no. And he's like, then we have a problem.
Right, yeah.
And just the delivery of that, that's the line where I'm like, this guy's fucking nuts.
I know.
And he's doing so much with like nothing. Like, there's like that line is so simple.
It is.
And I'm like, this guy is fucking insane. Because he's very straightforward with it. He's like, listen, here's the deal, dude. Like, I'm going to literally cut you open and feed you your large intestine. That's it. And he says it like, and you think if you haven't watched this movie, I'm telling you right now, the way I just said it is exactly how he says it.
Very close. Yeah.
Because I remember watching it and it was like, God damn, that was such a good delivery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really effortless how both of them. That's the scene we were talking about, right?
That's my favorite scene in the movie.
It's a really good scene. I don't know that it's my favorite scene. I really like, we'll get into it, but I really like the Iron Maiden scene.
I mean, the Iron Maiden scene is great. Yeah.
It's interesting as well because the scene where they're just having a conversation and the Iron Maiden scene are kind of opposite scenes from each other, where one is so subtle and the other one is so over the top in your face. Yeah.
The Iron Maiden scene is the scene where I'm like, oh, he is not phoning this in.
Agreed. Yeah. Although there's a good chance 90% of that isn't him.
Possibly.
There's like masks and shit.
I feel like he's the type of guy who'd be like, nah, let me take a crack
put
at
me
this.
in, coach. Yeah.
I think I got this.
Yeah. But yeah, also, that scene is really good. All of his dialogue with Samson, when Samson said moon right before dying or right before almost being put out, I was like, I had my hands on my head. Like
I shit my pants. I was like,
God damn, what a scene.
Yeah.
This whole movie is scene after scene after scene of like tension release, tension release, tension release.
Yeah.
It's such a wild roller coaster.
Those scenes, and the nice thing is because you have all of the other movies baked into this one.
Yeah.
Every scene between Samson and Ray Fiennes' character is fraught with tension.
Yeah.
And the closer he dopes him up and everything, just like he did in the last movie.
Yeah.
And you've seen him touch him and everything. But even so, you're just like, this is going to wear off in any moment. That guy's going to just rip out your jugular.
Rip him into shreds. Yeah.
Just
well,
kill
and I
you.
wanted to add as well, because you were talking about, I probably should have said this before spoilers, but fuck those guys. They didn't even watch the movie.
Yeah.
Is that you had said like this movie is unabashedly itself, but it's also like one of the things, I'll take that a step further. I agree with you.
Right.
And I'll take it a step further and say, not only is it unabashedly itself, it is somehow equally that and also the natural progression from the very first movie 20 years ago.
Yes.
Wild.
Yeah. Ray Fiennes is the example of a man who saw the end of the world and survived it and just kept going.
Yeah.
And was left to his own devices and just kept going. And he didn't turn into some sort of psycho killer and he didn't turn into a psychopath. He's just a guy who's like, I'm all alone with nothing to do.
And no one to do.
And no one to do.
And on the flip side of that coin, we have Jimmy Crystal.
Yes, absolutely.
Who's the opposite.
Ray Fiennes fucking makes a cure for this fucking thing.
He sure does. Yeah. It can be done.
It can be done. And then he dies.
Yeah.
And it's like...
But Samson's still alive.
Yes.
And we have his notes down in that bunker as well.
But I'm like, what level is Samson? Because Samson is still alive, but he gets bit and everything. So the question is...
He's immune.
He's immune, right?
Yeah.
Because he says thank you at the end after when he dies.
Yeah.
But we're like, but also he got bit in the neck, like real good.
Yeah, but he's fine.
All right.
I don't, he seems fine.
He seems okay.
Yeah.
I was just like... The other thing is, though, does Samson know to go down there?
He might not, but people like he could meet him. He could be eventually experimented on and they could find like, oh, he's actually immune.
Yeah.
And he can explain. He has words now that he can explain to people like, oh, I met this doctor at this place. I can show you where it is.
Right.
And all that stuff.
Right.
Do you want to talk about some trivia?
Yeah, let's get into some trivia.
So the first thing I have is Louis Ashburn Circus, who plays Tom, who I think is the guy who is hanging by the thing and they don't kill him. And then they're like, you can kill one of the Jimmies.
Yes.
That is Andy Serkis's son.
Oh, really?
Yep. I had to look it up, but it is.
Good for him.
I know. Good for him.
Good for
mooching
him.
off his dad's name. The Rio dancing scene was improvised by Ray Fiennes.
That's amazing, actually. That's incredible.
Yeah. They did not know that they were going to use that song, and he started singing it while he was dancing. And they were like, well, guess we're putting the song in.
We have the rights to that.
Yeah, right. They can afford it. The film and franchise both open with Cillian Murphy saying hello, and this film ends with Cillian Murphy saying, let's go.
Well, that's fun.
I have a headcanon now. This is less trivia and more just like me trying to work shit out.
All right, do it.
But I think this is pretty clear cut.
Okay.
The reason that Jimmy Crystal doesn't hear the voices at the end, because you remember he's like, oh, the voices, I can't hear old Nick, or I can't hear my dad, or whatever he's saying.
Yeah.
Is because the powder that Ian blows into their faces is an anti-hallucinogen.
Oh.
Because that's what he's giving to Samson. And he knows at that point that Jimmy hears voices in his head.
Right. Interesting.
Because he tells him he hears his dad in his head all the time.
True, because they don't really I guess they get a little high.
Yeah.
When he blows it in their face.
But that could also be...
But it could be anything.
It could also be a placebo effect where he's blowing stuff and they're like, we're having a great time. It could also be multiple things mixed together.
Yes. Oh, I never even thought of that.
That's what I think.
I like that. I'll go with that. I'll buy that for $1.
Yeah. Hell yeah. To portray Samson, Chai Lewis Perry wore a full body prosthetic bodysuit. Each suit
has a dong.
Probably. Each
has
suit
a big dong.
Okay, hang on. Each suit took 7 artists 6 to 8 hours to apply and could only be used one time.
No.
So the process had to be repeated more than 25 times during filming.
Oh my God.
The credits feature the theme In the House in a Heartbeat, which was originally composed by John Murphy for the movie 28 Days Later.
Oh, okay. That's fun.
And those are all the notes that I have.
Things that you had to say. Do you have anything else to say about this?
Go see it.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
It's really good.
It's fantastic. It
so
is
good.
I am a bit of a connoisseur when it comes to zombie movies. I've seen probably every zombie movie up to what time did I move to New York? 2009. Probably. Mm-hmm. I did literally before I moved out of Michigan, right after I graduated from college, I did a zombie movie marathon because I didn't have a job. I was I just had a month to do nothing.
Right.
Because I was well, I'm not going to get a job and then move to New York.
Right.
And so I literally was just sleeping in a spare room in my friend's house on the floor, on a mattress on the floor.
Yeah.
And every day I'd wake up and just shotgun 3 or 4 zombie movies.
Wow.
I know.
That's gotta fuck you up.
Nah, I love zombie movies.
Really?
When they're done well, because they're not about zombies when they're done well. Mm-hmm. They're about people.
Yeah.
And this, I think, is probably...
Dead people who eat live people.
Those are called cannibals.
They're called what?
Cannibals?
Oh, okay. I thought you said cannibals for a second. I was
carnivals.
Yeah, carnivals.
That's called cannabis.
Yes, that's right. That's what we're getting
There's a lot of similar words.
Yeah.
that mean completely different things. But yeah, it's a really good movie. It's probably the best zombie movie I've ever seen.
Awesome. Yeah. That's a high praise right there.
It is.
It is high praise.
Are you ready?
Yes.
To move on to the
Great
cheeseburgers.
Beyond.
Oh. Wow, we neither of us went to where I thought we were going to go.
No, actually, we went to the same place. In the Great Beyond, you know what they have?
Cheeseburgers?
Cheeseburgers.
I assumed that if you eat too many of one, you go to the other.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, that's how much my arteries are clogged.
That's what my quack doctor keeps telling me, but fuck that guy. You know what I mean?
I would.
Yeah, you know why? He's not eating cheeseburgers.
Yeah, because he's horny after the apocalypse.
Yeah. Well, aren't we all?
Yeah. Yep. Yes. This got weird. Do you want to move on to the reading assignment?
Yeah, let's do it.
Chris?
Yes?
Public domain is a confusing name for a book that isn't in the public domain. Because this week's reading assignment is public domain, but we have to be careful because it's not in public domain. And all I'm trying to find out is what's the guy's name on first base? Because public domain follows the story of a family that discovers their father may own the rights to Batman. Sorry, I mean eminent domain. A superhero created in comics who is utilized in multi-million-dollar films. There's something familiar about this. I just can't quite put my bill finger on it. This week's reading assignment is Public Domain by Chip Zdarsky.
Nice. Nicely done.
Thanks.
Nicely done. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I also had never read this, but this was your reading assignment. So I'm gonna pass the ball to you first. What did you think of this?
I think it's fine.
Yeah, I had a feeling you were gonna say it was fine.
Yeah, it's fine. It's a story about a few people.
There are people in this. You're right.
Yeah, and they're just kind of schlepping around.
Yep, and they schlep.
And some of them want things and some of them don't. The first note I have in this is this first trade paperback, the first volume of this, should have been the first issue.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying.
I think it should have been one issue, and then we're off to the races, because this does have the end of this, not to spoil anything, but the end of this does have like a kickoff.
Yeah.
Like, we're like, all right, now we're going.
Now we're going.
Now we're moving.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. And now I'm kind of interested, but it's not really until that last page, the last couple pages of this whole volume.
Saying. Yes, 100%.
And I'm like, I really just read 120 pages of
lead up.
Yeah, well, and also I don't think this is a spoiler. It's hard for me to give a shit about what's going on in a story when most of the characters don't give a shit about what's going on in the story.
Right. Yeah, I definitely understand that.
They're largely like, I don't know, maybe. And I'm like, okay, like we were just talking about obstacles and goals.
Right.
And there's not a whole lot of goals and obstacles in this. There's a couple.
Yeah.
And some of the characters have them. But largely as well, one of the characters, his goal and obstacle, you don't find out until the last issue. Mm-hmm. And so the whole time you're like, what the fuck is this? What's going on here? And then it's like, all right. And then it's over. And you're like, wait a minute. This is also, here's the thing. This is the problem I have with games like Animal Crossing, because Animal Crossing will be like, don't you want to do the dishes and make the bed? And I'm like, no, not really. And I feel kind of the same about this. It's like watching a family make frustrating legal decisions that don't really affect their lives very much in the long run.
Right.
And it's like, don't you want to watch this family have legal concourse with a contract lawyer? And I'm like, not particularly.
Not entirely, no. Yeah.
This also has one of my biggest pet peeves, and it's kind of a small thing, and it happens right at the end, but it's a Deus Ex Machina that kind of comes out of nowhere and is hey, everything's gonna be just fine, everybody, because of this thing. And I'm like, yeah, all right, I guess. It's an and then as opposed to a but then or a therefore.
Right.
And it's there. I think there's a good chance that this could be interesting later. Mm-hmm. Like I said, I don't even want to say that because it's a spoiler, but it kicks off something that I'm like, okay, I could see reading this.
Where this goes. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I could see coming along for this. I just wish this is kind of where we started with the first arc of this story.
Right. Yeah. I kind of feel the same way. This was fine. It definitely is if you're a comic fan, you might find this interesting because it's so inside baseball. And, like you joked, this is definitely based off of Bob Kane and Bill Finger, 110%. But for the most part, there is a way this would make a better movie or miniseries or something on screen than it does a comic, because a comic is flat. It's 2-dimensional. And like you said, a lot of this is a family struggling with a decision and going through some sort of like legal battle, although they don't really go through a legal battle.
Yeah.
Right. Which also pissed me the hell off because I'm like, oh, that would have been great.
I know, we're getting to it. Oh, we're finally there. And then it's like, we did it.
And then it's over. And then you're like, I still got like 50 pages of this left. What could we possibly do? And the deal that they make with it is like this, obviously the worst deal ever. And some people recognize it and some people don't, but everybody just kind of goes with it. Like everyone just kind of rolls over. There's no consequences from it. They're just like, this is the deal we made. And everyone's like, well, that's terrible, but I guess so.
Yeah.
And they just, but if you're happy, I'm happy. And I'm like, wait, 50 pages ago, you weren't happy unless X, Y, and Z happened. And now you just gave up on it.
Yeah.
It's hard to describe it without spoiling it. But like, yeah, I think watching a family struggle through this decision that the main thrust of the story is or should be a family grappling with the decision to do something hard because it could change their lives forever. And it sets up that that's what it's going to be.
Yeah.
And then about halfway through, it just kind of abandons that. It just kind of settles it. And then it becomes a different thing. And like you said, by the end, I'm like, oh, I could read whatever this is, but I don't know that it's worth the journey to get there because the journey itself wasn't that, here's what should have happened. Right.
Okay. Yeah.
So this is about the rights to a character. Like you said, like this is a family discovers that the dad created a comic character and maybe because of a document, they have the rights to this character now. They basically like imagine if your dad found out he had the rights to Batman. Right. That's what it is. And then they enter this legal battle. So here's what should have happened. It should have been, yes, let's pursue this to the fullest extent that we can get this. I want the rights. I want the movie money. I want the TV money. I want the fucking lunch boxes. I lose that battle. Right. I don't give up. I fight tooth and nail and I lose the battle. And the only thing I'm given is what their family is given in the middle of the book. And then you go, well, this is the only thing we've got.
Sure.
So how do we cash in on this?
Yeah.
And this is what we're going to do with it. Like that would have been more compelling.
Yeah. Because then you see them really fight.
Right.
And there's conflict.
Yes.
And there's a goal.
Yeah.
Right. The goal here is like, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah. You've also now painted a really good villain because like, how dare you fight tooth and nail and this big bad villain come in and fight them tooth and nail. Like the big bad villain is supposed to be the publisher and the co-creator, the Bob Kane character, right? They're supposed to be the big bad villain, but I'm like, they're not really villains because they didn't really have to do anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they called the son in, they had a meeting. They said, hey, you're not going to get this. And everybody just went, okay, I guess we're not.
Well, yeah, they said we don't want it.
Right. So how are they the bad
so there's
guys?
No conflict.
Yeah. How are they the bad guys in this?
Yeah.
They're not really that bad
They
guys.
gave him exactly what he wanted.
Right.
They're the heroes.
Yes. Just because this guy's an idiot, like,
I mean, we're kind of spoiling this now, but
we are, but like, it's hard to talk about without spoiling it.
Especially like if you're listening to this thinking, oh man, maybe I should read this. And both of us are like, maybe you probably won't anyway.
Yeah.
You're probably not going to read it, but yeah, it's largely a nothing story.
I agree. There's one other volume of this. So like, if you're interested because of the end of it, it's not like you're in for like
it's done.
Yeah, I think it's done.
Damn.
I believe that it's done.
Christ. Okay.
I'd have to check.
I agree with you as well.
Done.
I think this would make a better movie if the main character's name was Bill Finger.
Yeah. But I just think this
like
would be
I would rather just watch a biopic about the thing that it's clearly based off of.
Right. But like we've watched movies about legal battles before and they can be really compelling.
Yeah.
Right. Like a legal drama can be really, really interesting. And if you turn this into some sort of legal drama where a family is faced with a grappling decision, I'm like, oh, that's really compelling to watch a scene between a father and son come to terms with their problems because they could change their lives forever or whatever. Like, that'd be a really interesting scene to watch play out.
Yeah.
But on page, it doesn't quite read. Chip Zdarsky is also a very glib writer, and normally I really like his stuff. But this, because he's so glib, nothing feels like it has weight or heft to it.
Yeah, it's very, not to talk more about Ghostbusters, but it's very difficult to Bill Murray something and make it interesting.
Right.
And that's what we've always talked about is the most amazing thing about Bill Murray is his characters never give a shit, but are still somehow interesting. It's very paradoxical, and it's almost impossible to accomplish unless you're Bill Murray.
Right. Right. But none of these people are, at least on the page, are not Bill Murray.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's not much more I have to say about this.
Did you read the second thing?
I didn't. I might, because it does flow pretty quickly.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, it's not...
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, the flow to it is pretty quick. Like I said, everyone's pretty quick.
Yeah,
so
you can finish it in an hour or less.
Yeah, you can really breeze through this. And it's one other. And you're right. Like, the end where they set out to go, I am like...
Yeah, you're like, oh, here we go.
I am like, all right, I'm rooting for these guys.
Yeah.
And here we go. And let's see how this plays out.
Well, the interesting thing it does as well is that, like this now is fascinating because it's a bunch of people now... They're, like, the dynamic is interesting at the end. And again, I guess we're just spoiling the shit out of this. Sorry to anyone who was thinking about reading it. But
spoiler for Public Domain.
I know. The dynamic at the end of this is you have somebody who desperately wants to be there. Mm-hmm. You have actually two people now who desperately want to be there because that one dude comes in and Deus Ex Machina's it. And he's this is fantastic. Yeah. But you also have a writer who desperately wants to be there and has wanted to be there her whole life, but is now starting to have doubts because she's seeing how the sausage is made. Mm-hmm. You have a son who's incredibly dejected, someone who's incredibly dejected about this entire industry, right? Who's now feels like there's a gun to his head and he's being forced to work in it now. Right. And then you have another kid who's kind of like a leaf in the wind who's like, yeah, I'll do it. Whatever. Fuck it. Couldn't be that bad. And then you've got the old man who actually really, really cares about this and wants to see it happen. And I'm like, this is a Fellowship of the Rings that in a bottle, like a bottle episode type thing, could be fascinating. Yeah. All these people have to work together now.
Yes, you're right. You're right. And that's where it gets really interesting. And it sucks that this ended volume 1.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I could watch, this is why I might give volume 2 a chance and just breeze through it real quick and just see how it goes.
There's just so many comics that I enjoyed. Like Kaya volume 4 just came out and it was rated by a number of places as like one of the best comics of the year.
Right.
We've read Kaya. We've reviewed it on here. I think Bird King.
Oh, yeah.
Was that the name of that one?
Yes.
We watched, I think the next volume of that is either out or coming out. There's a new comic that I almost decided to assign to you today, but I cannot find it anywhere, called Tongues. That's about, it's on every top 10 of 2025. It's usually like in the 1 or 2 spot. And it's some sort of like interesting retelling of Prometheus. And it took the guy, it's a single volume that took the writer/artist 7 years to finish.
Oh, wow. Holy cow.
So like that's one that I'm looking forward to as well. But there's just so much that like I'm like, do I want to put my time into reading a sequel, like a second volume to something that I didn't really enjoy? Yeah. Maybe. I don't know.
No, I know what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Yeah. Like I said, I'm just like, if I have a spare 45 minutes, I could just like flip.
Yeah, but my point is, if I have a spare 45 minutes, I'm going to do something else.
Yeah, well,
like once I'm retired and I live to be 110, and I'm like, man, I've read every comic I wanted to. Yeah, maybe.
Let's finish this off. Yeah. Yeah. Overall, this one falls when it comes to recommendations. It falls right in the middle for me. Like right in it, the coin lands on the side for me.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, it's not terrible.
What a fucking cop out.
Yeah.
Can't make a decision.
Yeah, that's what I'm known for. My cop outs. That's my go-to. When in doubt, cop out.
Wow. Very good.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I was going to make a cop a field joke, but that was much better.
Thank you.
Wow.
But it really does, like, I can't, it's not great. It's not terrible. Yeah. It's not like the worst thing in the world. It's just like there,
I hear you. I think that we have placed this at the same. This is how I'll describe it. We've put this at the same rating, but to me, a passing grade is higher than where yours is. Because I'm like, absolutely not. I'm not recommending this. My standards are
much lower than yours. I think we've all established that.
I cannot in good faith recommend this because it's not like what's passing, like 76% or some shit. In school.
I thought it was 60, so there you go.
I don't know, man. I don't know what it is. I haven't been in school in at least 5 or 6 years. I don't know. They never taught me how to count. But I can't in good conscience because I agree with you. It is like a 50-50, right? It's like right at 50%.
Yep.
But that's not good enough for me to recommend it. So I'm not gonna.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough. All right. My wife just got home. What's my reading assignment? Let's get the fuck out of here.
Hey, does she want to say hi to America?
No, she doesn't look like any mood to say hi to America right now.
Does she want to tell America to fuck off?
America's gonna.
She might.
She might offend America if we give her a mic. Let's not. Oh my gosh, hi America!
Hey! Wow, you were wrong.
I was wrong. I usually am when it comes to my wife.
Anything that she can do to prove you wrong is A-okay.
She's so pissed right now, but she did that just to spite me because she heard me talking about it.
All right, sounds good. Right. Are you ready for your reading assignment?
I'm ready for my reading assignment. What is it?
All right, I was going back and forth on 2 different things. Mm-hmm. I think I've landed on the one I want us to talk about. I haven't read it yet.
Okay.
But I have a signed copy of it.
Ooh, and I get the signed copy?
Yeah, when you pry it from my cold dead fingers.
And I get to eat it.
Yeah. And it'll give you a big old smooch. Or a little smooch. What was the joke? I don't remember.
No, give me a big smooch.
A big old smooch. It's called Roaming.
Okay.
By Mariko Tamaki and Jillian Tamaki.
Ooh.
It is a Canadian book.
Oh, already I'm out.
I know. You cop out. But I got it in Canada, and that's why it's signed by the Canadian people. All of them.
By the guards at the Canadian border.
All of the Canadian people.
They passed it around.
That's right. There's only like 6 of them. And Roaming. I don't know really anything about it. I walked into a comic shop and I said, what do you have that's signed? And they were like, these 5 things. And I was like, great. And then I think I also picked up, we already reviewed it, but We Stand on Guard.
Oh, yeah.
I picked that up there.
I forgot about that.
Because he is also
book.
Canadian, so I wanted to buy a Brian K. Vaughan comic while I was there. But I picked up this book. It's been sitting in my pile forever. It's many pages, but don't let that fool you. It's this big. It's like 4 inches by 4 inches.
Okay.
So I don't think it's going to be anything too crazy. But that's your reading assignment for the next 2 weeks.
Got it. Done. Is there anything else?
Oh.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. You want to have a big old smooch?
Well, speaking of.
Yeah? Oh, we got to check the Epstein files if they're working.
Yeah, see if it's working yet.
Okay.
Gene Simmons. No results. Let me see. Let me search Trump this time to see if the thing's working. Oh, yeah. 5,000 results.
Try Epstein. See what happens. Just see if you break the algorithm.
601,034 results.
Wow. Wait, can you do me a favor? I just need to double check something. Can you type in Sarah Ittner?
Are you sure you're ready for this?
I'm ready for this.
Oops. I accidentally added a letter when I hit enter. I'm sorry. She's not there.
Oh, Sarah. Good news. You're not in the Epstein files. Okay. She said she knew that, but I don't think she actually knew that.
Did she search herself?
No.
I'm in it.
Andrew Dunn is in it. He went to the island. Nobody wants to know that, she said.
Least of all me and the U.S. government.
Yep.
They don't care.
Hey, Andrew.
Oh, yes.
Hey, Andrew.
I forgot we were recording a podcast.
I know.
Yes.
Hey, Andrew.
Yeah?
Where can they find us?
They can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube Music, iHeartRadio, Pandora, SoundCloud.com/The Media Lunch Break. You can also find us at The Media Lunch Break on Blue Sky, Instagram, or TikTok, or at YouTube.com/The Media Lunch Break if you want to check out our longer form videos over there. We have merch on Spring, so head on over to our Blue Sky at The Media Lunch Break to check that out. We're on Patreon at patreon.com/The Media Lunch Break if you want to chip in a couple bucks to help keep the lights on. You can send us an email at themedialunchbreak@gmail.com, or you can visit our website, which is www.themedialunchbreak.com. Give us a rating and reviewing on iTunes, SoundCloud, or YouTube. And last but not least, special thank you to Julie.
Thanks, Julie.
Who she's a bone temple, I guess.
You know what? You know what? You know what?
What?
You know what?
Give her a big old smooch.
Give her a big old smooch.
Give her a big old smooch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mwah!
Oh, that was a good smooch.
Mwah, mwah.
You can leave a rating and a review in. It really does help people find the podcast if you do that. So be sure to leave a 5-star rating in your app of choice. And as always, if you leave a 5-star rating, you can leave whatever type of review you want in the review box. It doesn't matter. You can say whatever you want in there. This week, if you leave a 5-star rating, just give us a big old smooch.
Big old smooch.
Big old smooch. This has been 28 years later, the Bone Temple.
Bone Temple.
And Public Domain. Next week is going to be the best damn day of the week, the Tuesday News Day.
Oh, the Tuesday News Day.
And then after that, it's going to be something else. What is it? I don't know. So just fucking deal. Okay? That's what I have to say to you.
And roaming.
And yes, and roaming. Maybe just roaming. Who knows?
Maybe just roaming.
Just an hour of roaming.
Something else Canadian. Is there a Canadian movie coming out?
Anything Canadian.
Just
anything with Ryan Reynolds. What's this about?
Good. Thank you for your contribution.
Yeah, no problem. But anyway, if you listen to this and you're like, hey, I know exactly what you guys should do in 2 weeks, send it over to us. You got a suggestion? Send it over to us. If you read something and you're like, guys, I read something amazing. This is your reading assignment for in a couple of weeks. Send it over to us. If you're a creator, you wrote a comic, you shot a pilot, you made a film, anything like that, you want us to put eyes on it, ears on it, you want us to point people towards it, send it over to us. We will talk about it on the mic. Hell, we'll bring you on the mic. You can talk about it your own damn self, okay? Other than that, that's it, man. There it is. Look at that. There wasn't a thing. Here we are. And now there's a thing. And that's how easy it is. So if you're listening to this, go out and make a thing.
Go make a thing.
Right? Go do a thing. All right. Other than that, that's it. I'm done. I'm out of here. Mwah!
Oh,
yes.
There's a better idea.
What's up?
Instead of searching Gene Simmons, I should just search the whole band, Kiss.
Oh, let's see how many results this gets.
Oh, I did not think this through.